Hi everybody, Tony and Sarah Zalecki, Minneapolis, Minnesota. How are you guys tonight? Hello, replayers. And guys, we know that there's a lot of people that are on Facebook that are building a network marketing business. Maybe they have been involved for a little bit. Maybe they're building, maybe they're under their second company. Maybe they're under the third company. They're just trying to find a home, right? And maybe if you're anything like us, I know that for us, we've been involved for 20 years. We've been with 3 companies.
Yep.
And, there's just some things in our business that really hindered us early on. And so we want to kind of walk you guys through some of those things that just kind of we were stumbling on as we were growing our business. So if you guys are jumping on, it's late night. Hello. Hi, everybody. And let's go ahead and let's jump into the first one.
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing, is number one would be, we think we have nothing to offer. And, we say things to ourselves like, I'm too new, I don't know enough, I'm not talented enough. I can't give you great advice. I don't know how to help you build a big business. I don't know how to talk to this person the right way without screwing it up. And we say all these things to ourselves and we're in our head and we're talking ourselves out of building a business. We're talking ourselves out of having success. And here's the thing. Everyone was born with something special, something unique. And a lot of times I always tell people, you know enough right now to build a tremendous business, to have duplication, to have great income, to have great extra income, whatever that looks like for you, you know enough right now. But we limit ourselves, we put all these limits on ourselves, and we're just like, no, we're just not good enough yet.
Right, exactly. Well, and I think too, guys, the reality is we look around and we see social media, right? A lot of great things on there, a lot of not so great things on there, right? And there's things that we get encouraged by, things that we get demotivated by, let's just face it. And so I think it's important for us to realize, every single one of us brings something different to the table, right? What I bring to the table is different than Tony, and then it's different from all of you guys that are watching, right? And so it's important for us to take a step back and go, you know what? We all offer something awesome, whatever that looks like, right? God has given every single one of us amazing gifts that He's waiting for us to open up and actually use, right? Every single day. So I think it's important for us to realize that, when we start out and we're building our business, there's great things that we're going to offer. And I will tell you too, guys, the longer that you're in your business, the one thing that you're going to see that's so cool is you're going to see your gifts just grow like crazy. You're also going to see gifts that you didn't even know that you had that literally unwrap themselves over a period of time. And I remember very vividly thinking about, growing in this business, how there's gifts that I have now that, quite frankly, I never even knew that I had in the beginning. I never even knew that I had because, again, I was a 21-year-old kid, right? And I was like, I don't feel like I have anything to offer. But it was like the more I grew in the business, the more I understood, just what it meant to develop myself and learn the skills. It was so amazing to see these gifts that were given to me that, oh my gosh, I get to bless people with every single day. So just know that number one, you have a ton to offer with your business.
Yep.
Number two
would be you had a bad experience with maybe leaders or people that you worked with that controlled you, and you don't want to do the same to others, right? And you're just like, man, I just don't want to be that person. I don't want to lead like that. I don't want to teach like that. I don't want to inspire like that. I don't want to be that person because I didn't feel good. I didn't have a good experience, or, I was rubbed the wrong way, and I don't want to do that to others. And here's the thing is you got to let that go, because that is not you, and that's not who you are, and you're incredible. And you have a gift that Sarah just talked about, and you've got to give it to people. Like, you've got to be in people's ear, you got to be talking to them, you got to be conversating with them, you got to be helping them. And like I said, you know enough, so you've got to let that go. If you're a good human and your heart's in the right place, and it's about service, and it's about giving the gift, and and you're not a taker, and you're like, I'm just pouring into these people, you're going to be okay.
Exactly. Number 3.
Yep.
Number 3 would be, you tried something like this before, right? You've done it before and it didn't work. right? That hinders so many people. They go into their next business and they're excited, but at the same time, they're scared to death and they don't really do anything in the beginning. They're kind of like, they're questioning, what do I do? How do I do it? They're so afraid that anything that they do is going to be wrong, right? And it's not going to work out. And guys, this has to do with like anything in our life. For those of you who've ever dated before, right? I tell people, have you ever dated? They're like, yes. Have you ever gone on a bad date? Yes. Does that mean you never date again? No, you still date, right? And it's the same thing in our business where it's like, you know what? Like, so what that it didn't work? Like I look at, the last 2 companies that I was with and, chalked it up as an amazing experience, right? But all those things led me to where I am today, right? So look at like where you came. Don't be afraid like, hey, it didn't work. Look at it and go, oh my God, what are all the amazing things that I learned, whether maybe to do or not to do, and apply it into your new business, right? And go into your new business going, you know what? I'm exactly where I need to be right now based on all those things that happened. Whether you thought they were good, bad, indifferent, whatever it was, it prepared you, right, for where you are. So get rid of I tried this before, I didn't make any money, I failed or what have you, right? And take on a different perspective of your business. And I promise you, just the outcomes that you'll have will be so different if you just change that, right?
Yep. Number 4 is we think no one is helping us or giving us a break.
Right.
And you're just like, man.
And that's why you're not making it.
Yeah, I'm not making it
right?
because
Maybe
no one's, pouring into me. No one's giving me that break that I saw so-and-so get. Or no one's, supporting me like I think they should be supporting me or giving me that time or giving me that extra attention or giving me that guidance. And you're just like, well, heck, this is why it's not grown. This is why I don't want to really grow it, is because no one really supports me.
Right. And I think the thing is too, guys, is here's the deal. You got to be your own support system sometimes. There was times that I had to support myself and I had to put my big girl underwear on and I had to go, you know what? I got to figure this business out. When I first got started in this business, my sponsor quit 2 weeks in and it was crazy. You know what I mean? Like I had to kind of figure this business out, but guess what? I got resourceful. I got connected with people. I found a way to make it happen. I did a lot of personal development. I found people that were doing what I wanted to do and learn those skills and apply those things to build my business, right? So instead of me looking around going, I got to, find all the support, I decided I'm going to be the support, right? Instead of me going, well, hey, you know what? Like, why am I not getting a break like so-and-so? Why is this, I don't have, an upline like so-and-so. And I was like, who cares about all those guys, right? All that matters is like you and where are you growing? And I will tell you, I think it's been a huge blessing for me personally that I didn't have all that early on in my business. Yeah. Because it forced me to grow. It forced me to become the leader that I needed to be. It forced me to get some tough skin, right? And it forced me to step out of my comfort zone and do things that, quite frankly, I think that if I had one amazing upline and I had one amazing sponsor, I would have used them as a crutch. And I wouldn't be the person that I am today if that didn't happen. Now, I'm not that I wish it on anybody, but I also will tell you, like, take the initiative to go, hey, listen, I'm going to be my own support. I'm going to be my own cheerleader. Sure. I don't need someone to motivate me, right? I mean, I will tell you personally, guys, if I have people in my business that say, I need you to motivate me, I'm like, you're going to be hard pressed to like really succeed in this business because you got to be willing to motivate yourself and find ways to motivate yourself, right? And stay self-motivated versus looking for your sponsor or your upline or whoever to motivate you. You got to motivate you. Flat out, right? Number 5.
Yeah, you got no appreciation from people that you helped in the past, and you're just like, gosh, is it worth it? Should I help more people? I mean, no one's giving me any love. No one's giving me any appreciation, and they're just like taking all the limelight themselves. And that's okay. Right. I mean, you have to understand this. All you can do is your best. All you can do is do what you do with an amazing heart and go change lives. And if people want to give you love, wonderful. If people don't want to give you love, that's okay too. Because you know what you did. And you know your heart was in the right place and you created that amazing story and you helped them and you gave them hope and you gave them belief and you gave them another vehicle that for a lot of people, it changes their lives completely. So you just got to be okay with that and go, you know what? no love coming this way in that one, no problem. I'm just going to go keep pouring into people and helping them and doing what I can control and what I can do, and be you. And don't ever change that.
Exactly. And I will tell you guys, this is a big thing too. I mean, I think especially for women, because it's like we just pour into so many people, right? I mean, drop me a heart if you're all about nurturing and loving and caring, right, on people. I think majority of us all are, right? That's why we love this profession so much. But I will tell you, it can be a little bit heartbreaking sometimes when it's like we go and we pour all this into somebody, right? We do everything we possibly can to help them and what have you, and they quit or they go to another company or whatever, and it's heartbreaking. You're like, oh my God, like this is crazy, right? And so a lot of times we get, sometimes disillusioned or we get disheartened and we're like, well, I don't want to help anybody anymore, right? Let's be real. Like there's times that we're like, well, screw that. We're not going to help anybody anymore because we feel so hurt, right? We're humans. Yeah. And we're like, you know what? Like, man, I don't know if I want to go and bring more people in the business. Like, well, I don't want to get hurt, right? And so it hinders us from growing our business because we all of a sudden assume, well, gosh, you know what? What if this happens in every situation from now on, right? When the reality, you know what? It's not. I look back and I go, you know what, Sarah? You got to love, and you got to love unconditionally. And there's going to be things that happen and things that don't. But here's the thing that I know, guys, is I actually did a post a couple days ago that said what my mantra is. If you don't know what it is, scroll up, you'll see what it is. But one of my mantras is that, I want every person, to leave better after they met me.
Yep.
That's my mantra. So my whole thing is that whatever happens afterwards, it doesn't even matter because I know I did the very best job to pour into somebody, and there's a piece of them that they're walking away better. Somehow, maybe they're a better encourager, they're more inspired, maybe they're taking more inspired action, maybe they're kinder, maybe I don't know, whatever that is, I know that I breathed that into them, right, in one way or another. And so now I look at it so differently with bringing people on board, as I know that some of them are going to hang out, some of them aren't, some of them are going to appreciate me, some of them aren't, but I know that if I do my job of loving, then at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Right? That's all that matters at the end of the day.
So if you're going through this right now and you're struggling with some stuff or you need some advice, shoot us a private message. We'd love to help you and kind of walk you through some of this so that you can take some pressure off yourself. Because it's all good, right, babe?
Right, exactly.
It's all good.
It's all good. So we love you guys. Great to connect with you guys tonight, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.